Hello and welcome to Circle Time. Sue, come out and say hi to our friends. If you're new here, this is Sue, and my name is Miss Kathy. And every day we have a Circle Time. We do the calendar and the weather, and we learn a letter of the day. Sue, today's letter is H, and H is for honey. Do you like honey? You do? I do too. What about you? Do you like honey? Well, we're going to learn how bees make honey today. But first, we need to do our class job. What is our class job? We need to feed Fred. So, Sue, you can have a seat, and we can feed Fred together. You can help me. Fred is our pet fish. Here you go, Fred. It's time for our letter of the day. Today's letter is H. If your name has letter H, stand up. If your name has letter H, stand up. If your name has letter H, if your name has letter H, if your name has letter H, stand up. Well, H is for hive. Bees make a hive and honeycomb and honey. I decorated my H today yellow like honey. I just used a yellow crayon. You could use a marker or even paint. So this is an idea for decorating the letter H today. Now that we can recognize this letter, let's practice writing it. To make a big letter H, all you need are just 3 lines. You need a number 1 and another number 1 and a line across the middle. 1, 1 across. 1, 1 across. That's how you make a big letter H. Let me show you. Make a number 1 upstairs and downstairs. Move over, make another number 1. Go back to the first one and draw a line across to connect it to the second number 1. 1, 1 across. 1, 1 across. Parents, you can get a copy of this handwriting house paper at my website. The link is below. Just look under Shop and Free, and this is a free resource for you. Let's make a little H. Make a 1 again, but then hop over. 1 hop. Let's practice our little letter H. 1 hop. 1 hop. 1 hop. 1 hop. Well, I know you are listening and learning and doing a great job. So I'm going to give you a sticker and I want to cheer for you. Very nice job during our handwriting time. That's for your paper. Well, now we know what letter H looks like. We know how to write H, so it's time to talk about the sound that H makes. Letter H makes this sound. Can you try to make that sound? It kind of sounds like me after I've been running really hard. So let's pretend that we've been running like this and breathing really hard. Letter H makes this sound. Like you've been running and breathing really hard. Well, that was our letter time for today. And now it's time to make a honey hive, a honeycomb. So let's head over to the art table and I will show you how. So here's our art project for today. I took an empty toilet paper tube and I flattened it. I cut it into 5 pieces and then I unflattened those. I dipped those into some paint on a paper plate and then I just laid them onto a background piece of paper. Next, I just cut out a simple bee from yellow paper. And there you have it. We made a little honeycomb. So here is that art honeycomb. If you want to take a closer look, you can see that I just cut a toilet roll into just 5 pieces. You could use a paper towel roll and you could make more sections on your honeycomb if you wanted to. Okay, well, it is time for me to talk about how bees make honey. This is going to be our science time. God really designed bees in some really cool ways to be able to make delicious honey. How bees make honey. Step 1, make a honeycomb. Let's look at these shapes. All of them have sides, so let's count how many sides on one of these and we'll see what shape it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sides. So that means this is a hexagon. Isn't that amazing? Bees can make lots and lots of hexagons all stuck together. This is a honeycomb. Step 2, gather nectar. So a bee flies around from flower to flower, drinking in the juice of the flower. That's called the nectar. That bee stores that nectar in its second stomach, and inside that nectar changes. When he comes back to the honeycomb, he spits that nectar down into the holes. And then he does something really cool. He fans the honey. He stands in place, but he moves his wings really fast, like a fan. He's cooling off the honey, and he's actually causing the liquid in that honey to evaporate, or the liquid in that nectar mixture, really, that he spit into that honeycomb to evaporate almost all of the liquid. And what's left is delicious, thick honey. The next step is to seal the honeycomb. Once it's full of honey, they put a top on it, a seal on it. If we want to get the honey out, we have to harvest it by scraping off the seal with a special tool and then pouring out the delicious honey. So isn't that amazing? So God designed the bee to know how to do all those things, to know where to get the nectar, to have a second stomach to process that, to turn it into honey. So to make it know to spit it in there and fan with his wings. That is so amazing. And then even to seal off the top. What incredible creatures. Well, I hope that you've had some fun today with letter H's for honey and hive and honeycomb. And I hope you'll join me tomorrow for letter I is for ice cream. Goodbye, everybody. See you tomorrow.